This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. Go to the link in the description below so they know that I sent you. Alright, so we have gold this time. Alright, before we hop in this next Ravnica Allegiance Draft Ranked, which means best of one, I want to remind everyone my content's sponsored by Card Kingdom, a great website for all the Magic stuff you could ever want. You can click on the logo below where the streaming is going on one of the panels below to go directly to their site, and they'll know I sent you. Same thing on YouTube, except click on the description. And let's go ahead and jump in this draft. Use our gold. Yeah, I mean, over 60% is good generally. So but it has dropped, which is kind of crazy because I know we had one day where we had a 7-1 and a 7-0. So the rest of them haven't been quite as good as that. This is a pretty weak pack. I think it's probably Scorchmark. We got some serviceable but unexciting creatures. I mean, I think Rakdos can be good too. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, Terramander's okay. It's kind of an example of a card people will think is really good because it's good and constructed. So, yeah. I actually don't think I get anything if you buy from Card Kingdom, but exactly. I think they record the fact that you have clicked on my referral link, and then if you buy something, it gets sort of put down in their system as me having helped them, helped someone buy something. So basically, what I get is continued sponsorship from them, which is good because they pay me, a monthly rate, not a rate based on what you buy. But if they're paying attention to, who's buying cards through my links, they're going to be more inclined to continue to give me funding. So yeah, I don't like Terramander that much in Limited is the point, though. It's fine, but it's not as good as Scorchmark. It's sort of like a worse Sauropod guy who transforms, who adapts. But I think we take the removal. Yeah, Plague White's pretty nice too. Here's the card that destroyed us last game. I'm kind of leaning towards Savage Smash. I think it's such a powerful removal spell. The Angel is good, but it requires a little more setup than Savage Smash. Yeah, Terramander's fine, but not great in Limited, I would agree. Yeah, they have some cool stuff on Card Kingdom. Starter cubes. They have some various draft sets, like where you can buy really specific, interesting cubes that they've made, and those are cool. I don't think they have. Last I checked, they were sold out of them, unfortunately. So what do I want to do here? Could just be a Guildgate. Seems uninspired. Guildgate seems uninspired. This pack is uninspired, though. Aeromunculus is probably the best card, so I think I'm just going to go with it. I mean, it's better than everything in this pack. Final Payment might be close. Okay, Dovin's Acuity is a card I've been interested in trying to make work. I could take it and force it here. And, this might be the pack to do it, because it's not like it's a good one. But, there's a Rubble Slinger, Gruul Guild. I'd probably take a Guildgate if I'm being responsible. Okay, Sortiform Hybrid. I think it's better than Blade Juggler and the like. Okay. Syndicate Messenger is probably the best card here, but that doesn't do us a whole lot of good. Nothing in here really does. The green cards aren't good. I think I take the Admonition. Okay, I do love Zhur-Taa Goblin. I also love Grasping Thrall, but we're going to go with Zhur-Taa Goblin. So maybe we're red-green. Yeah, Gravelhide Goblin fits in there too. So does a Wayfinder, which I think I like a little more than the Goblin. Axebane Beast. Gruul Guildgate here. Stony Strength that I'm probably not playing. Probably another Gruul Guildgate. I mean, yeah, there's lots of other 2-drops I can pick up. Okay, so probably another Scorch Mark here. Probably another Scorch Mark. Yeah. Its ability to kill as many things as it does is pretty great. Oh. So we could still go blue-green. I mean, it could happen. I'm not sure we want it to. The Sphinx is really, really, really good. Yeah, that Awaken the Erstwhile is pretty horrible. The Sphinx is really good. There's also Rumbling Ruin here, who would be good in our deck. There's also a Simic Guildgate. So a Mammoth Spider. Man. The Sphinx is just so good. So good. What do we lose? We would end up losing Savage Smash, Zertog Goblin, a bunch of... Yeah, I think it's worth the risk. The Sphinx is that good, even though I've had horrible luck with it personally. But, okay, so Guardian Project is really good. It can just take games over. And there is a Soroform hybrid, but I think we want the Project. All right, well. Rhythm of the Wild's here. So is Thrash Threat. I think Thrash Threat's better than Rhythm of the Wild. Yeah. I think Thrash Threat is better. We can also play it if we end up blue-green, unlike the Rhythm of the Wild. I mean, we could splash it, but it's not a great splash because you have to be able to play it regularly, like on turn 3, and if you can't, it's not so good. So we'll take the removal. There is a second Zertog Goblin here, and I have a hard time saying no to him. And a Clamor Shaman here, which is great for an aggro deck. Territorial Boar is not very exciting, but... yeah, Soroform hybrid. Yeah, I don't think we're playing blue. At least no more than a splash of blue. Another really late hybrid. That's one card the AI needs to value more. Spike Wheel Acrobat, I guess. So I don't think we're going to be playing blue, but I think that's probably okay. Right now, I mean, we could splash something, but we don't really have a reason to right now. Ooh, Gate Colossus. We have 3 gates. There's also a Skewer the Critics. I think we probably take the Colossus and try to end up with like 4 gates. The reason it's not better than Thrash Threat, I don't think, Kevin in Florida, is the fact that you have to play it. If it's a horrible, not horrible, but a mediocre late game top deck, and if you don't get it in your opening hand even, it's not that good. If you do, it's hard to lose the game. It's a very swingy card, but yeah, we're going to go with our Gate Colossus here. Rampaging Renhorn or Rubble Slinger. Probably Rendhorn. Curve one more time. Yeah, we have tons of 2s. And yeah, another guy at the top of the curve seems good. All right, here... Now that we have our friend Gate Colossus, it might be right to take... it probably is right to take a Guildgate over a Rubble Belt Runner. Yeah, I think we will. I don't think it's right to take one over an Airynx, though. That's not happening. Titanic Brawl seems pretty good in our deck. Okay, there's a late Rhythm that we could theoretically still take and play. Do I want it more than Gruul Guildgate? There's no way to splash the Sphinx as a double blue, Zach Sherman. There's no way to... I mean, we'd need like, I don't know, 5 Simic Guildgates to make it work. Open the Gates would help with that, but I think Rhythm of the Wild's better than the Gate here. It's tempting, but Rhythm of the Wild, as we just talked about, if you play it early, it just wins the game. And I don't think taking the Gate is right because we only have 1 Gate payoff, right? And it's a good one, but Rhythm of the Wild will be better more frequently. So I think I'm going to take the Rhythm. Here I think I take a Gate. And here I think I take a Rebel Belt Runner. Alright. We don't have a Rakdos Guildgate, do we? We're going to be running Simic Guildgates for no reason, potentially. So that might be interesting. It's probably worth it. I think I will take Carnival Carnage on the off chance we pick up a random late Guildgate here. I don't think we will, though. Yeah, Rebel Belt Runner's probably better. So we don't have much of a top curve. I think, other than, you know, I think we want another Rendhorn. Brush Strider. Gift of Strength's not terrible. I think we probably end up cutting it just because we have so many playables. So yeah, probably Feral Mach is out. Gift of Strength is out. It's worth noting that because of Guardian Project, cutting multiples, especially mediocre multiples, is probably a good idea. Like, cutting one Axebane Beast is pretty easy to do. You know, we don't want to go so far as to cut, oops, as I accidentally cut it, to cut Soroform hybrids, right? You know, because they're good. Same with your Tau Goblin. But cutting one Brush Strider is probably not a bad plan. We probably don't want to run a Spike Wheel Acrobat at all. Yeah, 2 Rhythms would be messed up. So, in terms of splashing, there's no way we can splash our Sphinx. I mean, it's just not possible. We could think about splashing Arrester's Admonition, but it's probably not worth it. I think running the extra Guild Gates is worth it just because of Gate Colossus, but we're probably not going to get anything out of it, mana-wise. Like, we don't want to splash our Homunculus either. So, switch view. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I mean, our deck has an awesome curve, that's for sure. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 2-drops. I can probably cut one, and if I cut one, it's probably Territorial Board, because we actually, for a Gruul deck, we're not going to trigger him that often. Rampaging Rendhorn, Frenzied Arynx. You know, things with Rhythm of the Wild can trigger him, but yeah, I think we probably lose him. Probably taking out a Mammoth Spider is not a bad plan either. And then our mana's really good, so that's nice. Yeah, we could cut a Rendhorn. Might just be better to cut Axebane Beast than Rendhorn, though. I kind of feel like it is. Yeah. Yeah. All right, this looks solid to me. Okay. I've never gotten to go off with Guardian Project, so I'm hoping it happens today. Yeah, Spike Wheel as a 3-mana 6/3 is pretty great. No, Burn Bright has not won me a game. I don't like... my playstyle does not work with kind of cards that are like that sort of situational, that only are good if they're going to win you the game and then otherwise are almost always terrible. I just avoid playing cards like that most of the time. There's occasionally formats where the Go Wide deck is so effective that that kind of thing is good, but like Inspired Charge raises toughness too, and that's what I think makes a card like it a lot better. Well, that's an annoying opening hand. With good mana that we have Boaster, Tau Goblins, but no green. Alright, that's better. I kind of would like to draw just like another 2-drop, honestly. Or a land. Regular land. Yeah, Spike Wheel is not very good. That's for sure. Well, I am not a Spike Wheel fan. I've played him. I mean, you play it in some cases. Man, it's annoying they got to do that already. Even if you cast it for 3, you don't really feel like you're getting there, honestly. Hello. Okay, so we're just gonna play our big guy here. You know, we have the option of eventually scorch marking this thing, but they already got the value out of it that they're gonna get, so it's mostly just a 2/2 now. That's gross. And a problem. We're gonna need to kill them quickly. I mean, it doesn't get that much better because of Project. I don't think. Alright, let's attack. Then I think I play the other Zhurta Goblin. Actually, playing Clamor Shaman here might make more sense. You know what does make it a little better that is in our deck is Thrash, because it only does damage equal to power. But even then, I think it's a playable card, like as your 40th card, your 23rd playable or whatever. But we have way better playables. I'm hopeful they don't have a land drop this turn. Every turn they don't have a land drop is good news for us. Because of the Gate Guardian, or Colossus, whatever it's called. I always call it Gate Guardian, but it's in their hand is the point. Alright, so make that enable to block. I'm okay with trading with the Biomancer. Actually, I'm not. That was probably a mistake. Wow, they took it anyway. Good. After I regretted my decision. So we'll play another Goblin. Probably going to play a Gate here. They probably decided to slow roll a Gate so they could attack unblockable a turn. Seems pretty bold. So right now this costs 6 mana, so they're not that far away from getting there. I think Enraged Forerunner is only good if you really get there on having enough mana for it, which is just not always going to be the case. Okay, so I think we Savage Smash here. Yeah. Yeah, let's take out the Biomancer. That a ton of damage. Okay. They do get to draw a card here. I'm leaning towards thrashing the Chillbringer here, making that unblockable and dropping them to 2. Yeah, Sneak can draw them cards, but if I have them at 2, I don't think I care. So I'm going to thrash. God, if they play an Angel here, I'm going to be so sad. Oh, God. I hate Archway Angel. Why do I keep predicting it? That's the question. They're still in trouble, but they're in a lot less of it. Okay. Man, that's annoying. We still have a pretty good attack here, because they have to block a Jurta Goblin, basically. No, they don't. Yeah, they can't decide to double block my Clamor Shaman, so... Alright, I think we just play another creature here. The wider we can go, the better. If they play another Angel here, I'm gonna cry. Okay, it's just a Chillbringer. I don't have to cry about that. They have to block all three of these. So I think it's probably worth attacking, because... Yeah. Yeah, and then we'll use Scorch Mark to finish the job here. Then play a Gravelhide Goblin. If all they have in their hand right now is Quench or that, I think we get there now. Because they need to play 2 creatures. And they did not, so... Alright. Yeah, Clamor Shaman staying in play forever was great. That is for sure. Ooh, we're going first, and we got our Guardian Project. So we can go 2-drop, 3-drop Guardian Project. That seems pretty good. I mean, it's tempting to try and be greedy with Guardian Project, but I don't think it's necessary. Shaman is way better than Smeltward Minotaur, is important to note. It reminds me more of Goblin Heel Cutter, which it's not quite as good as, but it's pretty good. Alright, so we will attack. And then try to play Clamor Shaman. Quench. Oh, or Summary Judgment. I'm a little... Am I more okay with Summary Judgment? I think maybe I am. I got 3 damage out of that creature after all. Alright, so I think we play Guardian Project here and hope... Alright, it resolved. Do we get to go off with our Guardian Project? I think we should. We do have another Jurta Goblin. That's the only creature we can draw right now that wouldn't draw us a card. Is another Jurta Goblin. I mean, you know, he's good. I'm glad to draw him, but I can't believe that just happened. Sometimes I think I have ESP, but it's always when it's for bad things happening to me that I'm usually right. I'm not usually right about the good stuff. So, I mean, again, obviously playing him is great, but drawing him is kind of hilarious. We had like a 1 in 30 chance of that being what we drew. There we go. So let's play it and draw the card and see if we change our plan at all. No. Alright. What we want them to do is play like a small creature that we can Scorch Mark. They do get free attacks with their Sphinx thanks to Vigilance. So that's a thing. A thing that might matter. Okay. Hey. In this case, I don't think we play our Gate Colossus first. Especially because we have lethal on the board anyway. They've got to do something here. Wow, they just took it. No, they have something. Or maybe not. Yeah, one of my best scroll decks had, I think, 2 Clamor Shamans. And yeah, it's definitely an MVP. Can be. It does die to a lot of stuff, but it's kind of okay. Nah, I decided not to run the Spider, mostly just because I think most of the time we want this deck to just win quickly and not worry about playing a giant spider, like a defensive creature like that. This is a good hand. Ugh. Everyone in their Sphinxes of Foresight. Gruul Guildgate's going to be more useful in the long run, so I think playing it's the right call. I'm going to play our Hybrid because it can attack better. And we're not desperate for anything right now. Using the Wayfinder later when we have more of an idea of what we want is... Ooh, that's not good. Time for High Alert. Yeah, that might not be good. Might not be good. They're probably going to play their Sphinx now, which is not good news. I think they're just going to overpower us quickly here. Yeah, the High Alert deck, when it comes together, is nasty. There are some times when it doesn't. Especially if you have one copy of High Alert. You can end up in some trouble. But if you end up with at least 2, you're in pretty great shape. Yeah, it's not good. Not good. We can play Gate Colossus next turn, so there's that, but we're going to be dead in a hurry. Yeah, Giant Spider does look pretty good right now, doesn't it? If there was a game 2, I'd be all over it. I mean, yeah, that's the plan, but we're dead in the air next turn, so we have to draw something to just not be dead. Playing Gate Colossus isn't going to save us. Unfortunately. Yeah. We got to draw something, or be dead in the air next turn. That's not what we needed. The thing I just don't like about the High Alert deck myself is, like I said, like if you don't get your High Alert, you're in trouble. The way I like to build it, if it ever happens for me, is just for the blue-white deck to kind of come together. Like, you already have creatures that are good with it, so... We started the last draft 2-0 and finished 3-3. Let's hope we don't do that this time. Ooh, this is a potentially pretty explosive hand. Just 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop is pretty nice in this format. We do need to draw one more land. And if we draw 2, we can actually go 2, 3, 4, 5, which would be pretty nasty. Yeah, Fireblade Artist. They're also an aggressive deck. Okay. Rebel Belt Runner. Okay. Alright, we did not draw a land, but I think playing our friend Clamor Shaman here is probably a good idea. That's not good. That much is clear. Okay. Continuing not to draw that 4th land is a little frustrating. But this is a race we're going to win, as things stand right now anyway. Ooh. We really don't want them to get Bedeck Bedazzle if we can help it, and it looks like we can help it. I would block Fireblade Artist with my Rebel Belt Runner for sure. Okay, there's the 4th land. Alright, so... everybody's going to attack here. We're going to make this unable to block and get in for 4 at least, I would think. Don't tell me you have Kindled Fury. Oh, you have Carnival. That's not good either. Okay. Fair enough. This time they are going to get their B-deck, unfortunately for us. But I think that's okay. I mean, there's not a good reason to be blocking here. So yeah, they have mana up for their B-deck. They have to use it now, though, if they want to use it, is the good news. Yeah. I'm kind of okay with trading for that Fireblade Artist. Why chump block there? With the trample, doesn't make a ton of sense. Alright, so I think we play Jurta. He's got higher power. Oh, final payment. They don't have white mana right now, luckily. And they're at 4 life, so, you know. You could sacrifice the Theater of Horrors to it, though, which could be a thing. Alright, that should be game, because Rampaging Renhorn with haste. I guess it's not technically game, but it's close. Oh no, it is technically game because of trample. Outraced Rakdos. That's always good. Alright, this is a good hand. I wish I was going first, but, you know, you can't have everything. Probably just play the Zhur-Ta Goblins first. They are nasty when you can get them out early, and we can, so... Although, actually, I probably play Rebel Belt Runner next turn because that way I use the mana when I have it, and it's basically the same card in that case. It's not like it is going to let us cast something different, you know? Hey, there's our friend Guardian Project. Okay. So yeah, we play Rebel Belt Runner. I don't think we bother playing Guardian Project. I think we pressure them as much as we can, and this is like our plan B if the game goes long. Which, hopefully it doesn't. How fun. Good. That's just a 5/5 Gatebreaker Ram. No big deal. Ugh. Man, it's annoying to have to deal with. Here it might just be better to play another 3/3 because I can double block Gatebreaker Ram more effectively. I guess Rebel Slinger does the job. Freaking Gatebreaker Ram. Yeah, I go for a double block here if they attack with it. Cool. Alright, so now that there's a Gatebreaker Ram in play, I think Guardian Project is our best option. Like I said, it's our plan B for if we can't break through their defenses, and we can't now, which is not good. You're about to be a 6/6 Gatebreaker Ram. Yeah, one thing our deck doesn't have enough of is ways to kill huge creatures. If only it didn't have Vigilance. Okay, so... we're going to go with the counter. Draws us a card. Okay, then we're going to go with another counter. Don't get to draw a card. But we now have a board that can block a Gatebreaker Ram. So there's that. Another big boy. So our Wayfinder can draw us a card. Alright, so... Gift of Strength is a possibility, and for that reason... I'm just going to throw everything at this Gatebreaker Ram. So our Earrings is probably dead. But if that's all they can kill here, that's a pretty good deal. Okay, they get to kill 3 things, but we do still kill their creature. I think that was the right thing to do. Okay, so we got our own Rampaging Renhorn on top. If I were them, I don't think I would have been so eager to attack there, because of my Guardian Project. Like, if they can just leave back that Ram... Hey, they have Guardian Project too. That makes a little more sense. We're going to take 5. Okay, that's pretty great. So, I think it's probably worth Titanic Brawling here, even though it's going to kill my hybrid to get rid of their last creature. I could also wait until their turn, though, and my creature would survive. Yeah, it's probably worth it. Let's do it. Okay, so... Can they do something about that? No! Yeah, he could have another Ram. That's true. Oh, that's not good. No, it isn't. I can just kill us in the sky in a hurry. We do have one creature with reach in play, at least. I think I play this as a 5/5. Oh, yes. That'll help. They're tapped out right now, so I think we just do it now for the maximum damage. Now I wish I'd gone with haste. Yeah, that was a good top deck off the Guardian Project, that's for sure. So there's the other Ram. Okay, so... we don't get to draw cards off of either of these, unfortunately. I think we just play both. I mean, we're dead to like a Gift of Strength or something like that, but... Are you serious? I think we lose the game now. Well, not quite, actually. They need 4 mana for that ability, and they've only got 3. So for us to win, we have to just take this and pray. Okay, so... he might not be dead. I feel like they've got to have something in their hand here. All they have to do is bounce this. Whew, we still got there. That was scary. Would I have been dead if he went with haste? I feel like I would have been dead if he went with haste there. Hey, Collision Colossus. Because I was at 3 after he attacked. I guess if he had attacked, though, I would have blocked his Gatebreaker Ram and survived. Yeah, so... I actually don't think I would have been dead, because I could have blocked the Gatebreaker Ram. And all I needed to keep behind was 2 creatures. So I think I would have been at a lower life total, but would have still won. Hello, Mertz. I'm glad you made it to the stream. Mertz, excuse me. Okay, why don't we ever get to go first? This is a very good hand, so, you know, I'm not going to complain too much, but... They did a good job of intimidating me there, though. I was like, there's no way I can win this now. Okay. Play our Zhurta Goblin. Which is probably the correct way to pronounce it. People get on me for my Orzhov pronunciation, which is the correct one. So I'm a little surprised nobody's gotten on top of this. Thanks for the sub, or maybe resub, Schmeryl? I think it's a resub. Thank you either way. So, I feel like Savage Smashing here is pretty nice. Yeah. Then we can go Arinx Rendhorn the next 2 turns, which is pretty nice. Fair enough. We'll go for the big guy instead of the hasty one. Gets him out of range of Grotesque Demise, for one thing. Noxious Grudian does make Frenzied Airings kind of sad, though, I have to say. I have to say... I think we... Yeah, we're just going to attack. If they block and take 2, I'm okay with it, and then I can play my Rendhorn first time. Well, thanks for the sub. And then we'll play another big guy. And hope they don't have another Death Toucher. Okay. Doesn't have Death Touch, but it is obnoxious. Okay, so... if they have Blade Brand, that's going to be annoying. Luckily, they do not. Okay. We have been grasped. That's for sure. I've had enough lands, so... okay. Got 2 big guys now. Of course, neither of them has trample, so that may be why they're not that worried. Man, that is aggressive, though. Maybe they know I'm just going to draw more lands. Thanks a bunch for the sub, though. It does mean a lot, and it does help me out in my life. That's enough lands, guys. We've only played 4 spells in this game, which is kind of crazy given that we're sort of ahead. I say sort of is the key word there. Especially now that they have lethal on us in the air next turn. Well, not if they attack like that, they don't. Okay, that might actually be helpful. In fact, I think it is helpful. I think I'm going to wait. It's tempting to attack first. But I don't think we want to. I think we're just going to Scorch Mark this. Attack with both. They have to block one of them. Or die, so yeah. Any luck finding a job? Not really. There's still a bunch of applications that are out there, but the 2 jobs I interviewed for that I was really excited for I did not get. Academia is kind of a pain. That is not good. So if they just attack us here, we're dead. Unless we draw a kill spell here. And we don't. Yeah, so we'll attack and lose. So no, I mean, there are other jobs, but the way it works in academia is, you know, there's only so many jobs, and usually over 100 people apply for them. So it's hard to get a job, basically, especially in the humanities. I've applied for a bunch of adjunct jobs in my general area, and there are other jobs, like full-time jobs, that are out there. But I haven't, you know, it takes forever to hear back, basically. We only drew 4 spells in that game. I guess we drew a 5th. We drew Scorchmark. So there's still time to hear, but most likely I will not have a tenure track job. I would say there's a 95% chance I don't have a tenure track job next year. So there's a good chance I'll find enough work to survive, but yeah. And, you know, honestly, YouTube and Twitch and all of that does really help us out, me and my fiance. She's has some chronic health issues and can't work right now, so my income is basically the only one. So yeah. We are going first this time, but we have a less aggressive hand, of course. Yeah. I've considered it, definitely seriously considering the YouTube history channel. I just have to figure out, I mean, like, for example, if my schedule is so light next year, like I can't even get a job adjuncting or something, I would probably give it a shot and see what happens. I think I would also give, like, full-time streaming a shot and see what happens. I mean, there's lots of things I could try to see if, I mean, I can make enough money to support us. I mean, I do now between my current teaching job and YouTube and everything, but, you know, that's not going to last necessarily. It's tempting to Scorchmark the Vampire and attack here, but it might just be better to play the Airings. I think it probably is. I could offer the trade, but between Thrash Threat and Scorchmark, I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, it's crazy the number of people who apply for jobs. I've been on job committees before, and it was for an endowed chair, which means you have to be like a really well-established scholar already, have like a couple books published, and there were still like 125 applicants. Like, you know, and then there's the jobs that are entry level, and those jobs, like, you know, like probably over 100 people. I applied for a postdoc once where they said 650 people applied. I was like, wow, that's pretty intense. So yeah, I'm gonna Scorchmark the cat here. Maybe. Is our opponent gonna use a trick to save it? Ooh, well, okay. I think we're just gonna go for this. It gives us a 3... No, it's a 2 for 2. Yeah. But I think it's worth it. Yeah, might as well attack. All right. But unfortunately, my situation is a pretty common one. Like, a lot of people don't find a job very often, like in their first couple years. And this May, I've had my PhD for a year, so overall, I'm not doing too poorly. I'm doing the norm, but I wish I wasn't, I guess. Man, we're having some issues with the lands. Two-wheel delinquent, I don't think I have any idea what you're talking about. So, yeah. Someone else in chat might know. I almost exclusively play limited, so I don't know. I don't pay attention to the starter decks and stuff. All right, so we are going to offer this trade. We need to find some gas in a hurry, though, or we're going to be, you know, out of gas. Yeah, being a chef seems like a good job. There are jobs that you can work anywhere. Okay. I think I'm just going to go for it here and pump my guy and kill them both. Seems pretty good. We need to find our grindy cards, like our Gate Colossus or our Guardian Project, or we're in trouble here. Ugh. Okay. I can play both of these, which is pretty nice. Right now, I think we can race that. We need to keep drawing gas, though, if we're going to be able to actually race it, and that is not gas. Yeah, I don't know. Ugh. Well, this game we actually drew a decent number of spells. I can't complain as much as the last game, but it's a pretty weird, specific problem to have, two-wheel delinquent. Oh, God. I think we're going to go 4 and 3 in this one. Yeah, we're just dead, so I don't know why I'm still playing. All right. Yeah, I don't even pay attention to my card collection, so you're right. Maybe some things do get deleted, but hasn't affected me yet. Okay. So we'll claim our prize here.